We're doing X guard, okay? Now we did several different entries. On Monday we did like the shrimp out of the mount. We did when they're trying to step over us. We did the butterfly elevation, right, in X guard. And then yesterday and today we'll do a similar entry because this happens quite a bit, where I'm on my back and they're over the top of me trying to get to a mount position. Now remember, my knee line here by this plane, if he's able to get past this plane and get to my belly, that's bad for me, right? So I need to make sure that I keep some sort of shield, okay, between he and I, okay? And whether my feet are open and around him or in front of him, all right? So as he starts to kind of come inside and look for a pass, step one is really just a hook on the same side. So I'm just making that foot really sticky to the back of his knee, okay? Step two, I kind of throw my other foot through, right? And at first it feels a little bit risky because you're like, oh, he can sit on my belly here, right? But it's a little counterintuitive. I still have my shield here. So as soon as I, step one, step two, I'm gonna hug around his far leg here. I'm gonna turn it a little bit this way, okay? So around this here, and I'm gonna hang onto this knee. Now, you'll notice it's not gi, so I don't have anything to like hang on to other than his kneecap. And remember, if I don't have that kneecap, he'll be able to turn and run that way. So I like to hang on to that as best I can. Now, step three, I put just my foot in front of that hip, okay? If I bring my knee in front to try and do this, he's gonna just sit and he's past my legs, okay? So, all I want here is this. So I wanna make that X with my legs, right? And my feet are sticky, right? My ankles are grabbing here, okay? And I'm tight here, all the way to my ear. Should be no daylight here, to my head and his leg, okay? Now, for step four, I just extend him out. And this is where we're gonna start from all these positions, okay? We have three options today that we're gonna work through. Number one is I just drop this foot to the bottom, okay? So this foot that was here goes down to his ankle. And now I'm kicking that way with this top foot, and I'm lifting and scooping with my left foot, okay? So I'm gonna come up like this. Now I take this out, okay, the one that's here, and I'm gonna double underpass. If I sit up just from here, he'll chime with me, okay? So I need to make sure that I'm gonna turn this way as I can, okay? I need to make sure as I clear this, I go double under, and now I can start to smash past there, okay? So we'll do that one more time. Same entry position, he's coming over the top of me. I have one hook, okay? And I swim through and put my other hook. So 1, 2, 3 is my steps, okay? 4 is the extension, so I'm kicking him out, stretching him out. Number 1 is this, okay? Where I'm just going down to the foot and lifting and kicking. Okay? Take this out, and then double underpass. And I can go this way. Okay? That's the first one. The second one, okay, is our stand up. So same start, hook in, right under, here. Stretch out for number 4. Now in this case, on the second one, I'm gonna keep stretching from this way. If he tries to like come into me, right, I'm gonna keep pushing, use my hand if I have to, but I'm gonna extend until he can't go any further. Now what I like to do is, the foot that's on his hip, I rotate and I start kicking here, like a side kick kind of, right? So I'm pushing on his knee here, and now I'm getting up. Where people have become difficult, where people have a hard time is, they try to sit up here, and you're not gonna be able to like, pick him up. I really need his weight off of me, so that I'm only carrying the lower part of his leg here, okay? And it should be light by the time you do it. So I need to really extend him away, okay? Keep him over there. And notice I'm turning towards my free hand, right? So I'm not rotating. I'm gonna turn this way so that I can get up on this hand. So first I do it. Now once I'm up, if he stays on his foot, fine. I'm gonna stand. As I stand, I pull and kind of scoop him. Okay, and now I pass from there. All right, so let's do that one more time. And now again, that one, guys, even if he goes to his knee, right? All right, so one more time. Here, 1, 2, foot aside for 3, extend 4. Let's say sometimes, put that knee back here. So sometimes this happens. Number 1 is not an option for me now. You see, I can't trip. I almost have to be number 2 here or number 3. Okay, so if that happens, I'm going to certainly come to number 2. Okay, so I'm pushing, standing up, and the same principle happens. I pull, and drop. Okay, and then pass. All right, that's number 2. Number 3. Number 3 is a little fun. Foot inside, reach all the way around, other foot inside. Okay, now in this case, I stretch him out. Okay, and in this case, I'm not able to trip him because he puts his hands on the floor. So when I stretch, he puts all his base there because he feels like, oh, that's better balance. Right? So in this case, I'm going to take his leg here and just switch to the back of it here. Now, he doesn't have a belt for me to grab onto. So in this case, I go here. So right around the back, in front of his hips. Bring my shins to the back of his knees, sit him on me, and then you can pull. And now I can put my hips. Okay? So let's do that one again. And the only reason this works, guys, is because all his weight's now off of me. Right? So we're here, I go to stretch, and he tries to feel like, oh, he has better base now. Right? Which is true. But now I don't have much weight on me. Here. I'm going to notice I'm hooking inside his hips. If I have a belt, I grab the belt. I want to prevent him from turning to look at me. Right? So I grab here. I kick, and I pull him in. Okay, and my weight is. Alright? So far so good, guys? Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3.